Hey, what's going on, everybody? Let me know if you can hear me. I'm trying a whole new mic out. I want to make sure everything's clear. Finally got a third monitor, so hopefully I can trade a lot better in terms of not, having chat in front of my screen. So if I'm looking over here, it's because chat's right there. What's up, ad boy? So right now, it's still a slow market for me. There's some activity for sure. Hey, ad boy, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me pretty well? Hopefully you can. Hey, what's up, Adrian? Welcome back. What's up, cousin of Hermes, Harry Sand, ad boy 14. So nothing's very clear to me right now. NIO could be a long or a short. That's why I'm taking a starter position short because we're at a key area, and I could easily be wrong. Obviously, I'm always could be wrong, which is why I definitely will get out if it starts to break above this area. However, I wouldn't be afraid to switch long bias. But for now, I see a long trend, I see a downtrend. There's just so much conflicting. So I'm taking a position, and we'll see. I also think that APHA would be a nice short if we can get a pop. Ideally, it's this 1570s. I'd also like to see Riot. Riot, I'm long biased right now. I may start in at 52, maybe, but I prefer it to dip down below here again and see what it does. But if I do take a starter, it'll be really small. Really small. I think it had to be really small. Just because I don't feel too good about buying it right away. I'm also looking at WHLM, of course. I borrowed some shares, but I'm not confident. I'm not very confident on it because sure, Spike has failed in the past. It's a shitty chart, but volume is looking pretty good right now. I think if we look at volume, it's at 3 million shares traded. It's pretty decent volume, especially for today's market. I'm freezing. Hold on, let me turn this AC heater on. So because volume is decent, I may take a starter on a pop, but I'm not too sure, to be honest. It's just since the market's been slow, my whole attitude around trading has really changed. It's all about just taking small pieces, and if I feel confident, then I'll size in. But if I don't and I don't get sized, it's just not going to happen. And I need to be okay with that, which is kind of where I'm at right now. And as usual, guys and gals, I will be getting to questions. Once I'm done with my own trading, I'll be diving deeper into questions. My priority, of course, is my trading. So we'll see how that goes. And the main thing you guys should focus on is yourself and focus on process, right? Who cares? It doesn't matter if you're right today, if you're wrong today. All that matters, did you stick to a plan? Did you have a plan? And did you stick to it? Because if you do, then you can repeat that and learn from it. I wouldn't like it to break above that area, so that would be bad to me. But I could also see this flush. And I'd be happy if we can get like a quick flush. Then I'll cover a quick piece and, you know, and then ride it out, hopefully to the lower days. Definitely see support all right here, so just going to be careful. Market's going to open here in a little bit. I want to pay attention to Riot real quick. Now, if I get stopped out, I get stopped out of NIO. It happens. But I still like being short right now. And we'll see. I'm watching Riot very closely. I'm looking at Bitcoin to see how it's acting. Right now it's kind of pulling back, which is probably why Riot is pulling back. So we'll see. We will see. If you can do me a favor real quick, if you're watching the show, go ahead and hit that like button. It's easy to do. I really would appreciate that very much. So it seems like I'm going to be sitting on my hands a little bit. I'm going to try to be, but I like that WHLM is starting to spike a little bit, which is nice. I want to see what it does at the open. If we get a dip and show some kind of support, I may start there. Good luck, everyone. Just went ahead and covered a small piece because right now, like, I'm just not sure about it, to be honest. So I want to be careful. And because I have conflicting indications, I don't just want to be like, okay, I'm right because it looks like it's breaking down. Because as you guys know, this thing could easily come right back.
JKS, last 37.50.
JKS is moving. I was looking at JKS because we have a broken chart here. And I'm thinking it's possible it could be a nice little short. Oh, Riot just did a nice little move there. The only problem with JKS is it's a wide spread, so I'm going to ignore that for now. Look at this. Oh my jeez. I missed it. It's okay. Play's not over yet. Nice little cover there. Still have half my position on Neo. And at this point, I mean, I'm feeling a little confident. Not 100% confident, but I feel okay to hold the other half of the position. Because at this point, I mean, we're working. Why not let it work? And I'd want to cover the rest probably right around here, this 37.30 area. So we'll see if we can get that. Riot, I missed that dip buy, but I was telling you guys I wanted to dip buy it. And what a good dip buy. It literally dipped and then ripped. WHLM is moving. Let's pull that up real quick. It's ripping pretty hard right now. I took a starter. Could easily be wrong on this. But we have support resistance all right here, so I figured why not take a starter. Just covered a piece. I feel good about this now, so I think I may start adding on pops. We'll see what happens here. I gotta put NIO on my screen because I don't have it on my screen. I'm in that. Ooh, NIO is tanking more. That's nice. Nice to see. Nice to see. This one looks like it could break 10, but I'm watching it. So hopefully you see when I'm not confident in a play, even though it looks like it's working, I'm not just going to randomly go all in. I'm not going to size in quickly because I just don't know. And I'm all out of NIO now. Cover the rest. I like that quick flush. I'm just going to take it because why not? Why not just take it? And now what I'm doing is I'm looking for a key area to cover some more. That might be right here. Ideally, it'd probably be in this 9:15 area. But we're getting a pop now. So I want to see what happens when it breaks above 10. And does it break above 10? Because if it does, then I probably want to get out. And it also depends, how does it break above 10? So I got out the rest of my position there. I'm going to pay attention to it. Volume came in pretty strong. So now I'm going to be watching this. NIO worked out pretty well for me, which I'm happy about. Ended up covering my last piece at 37.40. And now I'm just going to let it do its thing. I'm done with that one for now. I am watching still Riot because Riot, I mean, I still think it's a long bias trade, and I'm hoping we can get a nice dip, which we kind of did and I missed. But that happens. But Riot's choppy. It's a very choppy stock. So I'm not worried about that. Ears had a top out 540. WHLM. PBTS is moving down further. Okay, so we broke up about 1040, then a quick shove. And obviously this right here is tempting, right? Like I see that. And of course I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get in this. So I'm watching it. I'm not just gonna jump in it randomly. I kind of want to see a pop. But I do like that rejection. And it may reject even harder. Yep, it is. So ideally, if I can get a pop, I want to get in this. It may just go down without me. Good morning, everyone. Appreciate you all being here. Just FYI, if you're enjoying this kind of content, please hit that like button. It'll help me find more viewers. I appreciate that very much. I will be getting your questions once I'm done trading on my own. I do plan on getting there. We just halted down, which I'm not, you know, typically when they halt down, you think it's over, you missed it. And that was the case back in 2019. Like it just continued to go. But in 2020 and 21, what we've learned is that stocks that halt don't typically continue right away. Sometimes they bounce back pretty strong. And that's what I'm waiting for. I'm hoping this bounces back and then I can short it. And if it does, cool. If it doesn't, no biggie. It just is what it is. Ears. I'm liking ears as well. I don't think I took any shares of ears, did I? Fubo is tanking down, which is nice to see. I'd be interested in this if we can get a pop. I'm kind of over Neo since I've already hit that trade. I'm not going to keep on going after it. But I do like Fubo right now because big picture, we're downtrending. We tried to uptrend and we broke the uptrend. So ideally, if we can get a nice pop, it could be a nice short. But it had to be a really nice pop. And I may not get that. Riot's going to continue without me. I'm just glad I was on the right track for a long. I just didn't get it. That's all good. WHLM, I hope it should be on the halting around 9:46. So we'll see what happens when that does. I am paying attention to Fubo though. Looks like ATNF is moving as well. All-time highs, pretty much. Well, on the weekly chart. Just straight up spike. I actually like this chart. Very much. It's a straight up spike. I'm not sure, but I'm watching it. Could be squeezing a lot of people. WHLM was about to unhalt. Let's go watch that again. See if I can end up getting a position. If it continues to tank without me, it does, and it's okay. Fubo is continuing to melt. Stand by. Restroom break. All right, I'm back. So, overall, looks like I may miss this one. Let's go ahead and keep seeking, keep looking. ATNF, nice pullback. Big volume rejection, which is really nice. Really nice to see. I mean, what I like about this chart is we're just like straight up, just boom, 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 just multiple green days in a row. Yes, we've dipped red, right? Like a gap down even. So that's something to be aware of. What we need for me to feel confident in like a long-term, more, when I say long-term, short, I mean holding it pretty much all day. I don't really see that right now. I mean, I love that this is a major rejection candle. Actually, really nice rejection candle. And I think if we go back, the conflicting part is we're also pretty much went to all-time highs on the weekly, not intraday, right? Not in the pre-market, but they're just conflicting sides. So I'm just not like jumping in. Oh, one quick second. We got Riot dipping down. I just took a small buy at Riot. I think ideally we can hold the low a day, ideally. But who knows? You know, I would love for it to continue to trend, but we'll see. It could easily just tank and break down below here. And if it does, I'm out, but I still like it. I was looking to buy that earlier. I missed that buy. And so now on this first dip, I would like to get in. And we'll see. But the risk reward here is much better than the risk reward up here. And we'll see if it works. Ideally, it would work, right? But it doesn't mean it's going to. Let's see. So with Riot, I typically do not like this price action, how I did this. But the reason why I'm feeling a little bit better is because I'm mainly trading Bitcoin off of Riot. So like if Riot is showing me some strength, then I'm gonna be willing to buy some. Or if Bitcoin, my bad. And so far, I mean, we'll see what happens. I sold a small piece just to mitigate my risk. I dip bought it, sold a piece on that pop. But we'll see. I could easily fail here. Fubo's continuing to melt. And WHLM. Sometimes that happens. You know, I got out too soon and just flushed without me. It's unfortunate. I think it's a matter of sizing. Like I didn't size inappropriate or didn't risk the right area. That's okay. NIO is bouncing at that key area 37, which is definitely a reason why I was conflicted when I did short it, which is why I won't be shorting here at these levels. And pretty much, I mean, like, this would obviously not be good, but I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm willing to take this risk. If it breaks here, then I'm done, and it's not a big deal. Let's see, PBTS continuing downwards. Ears just melting away. NIO actually broke the key area that I was looking at, which is really nice, but we're at support 37. So not surprising that we're bouncing right now. WHLM, it's unfortunate, but it looks like I had a great entry, 990. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate for sure. Going to bounce a little bit here. So Riot, I'm probably gonna get stopped out here. It looked like it just kind of had a little quick tank. Very interesting there. I'm just gonna get out of it because I did not like that price action. So it's pretty much a break even on that one. We had like a quick drop, and sure it like popped back up, but I'm just gonna take break even just because I do not like that. Like that was a weird price action. It could easily recover, but I'd rather be in something I'm more comfortable with. So now I'm just waiting for good opportunities. And there really hasn't been anything for me personally, except NIO. I mean, NIO was a great short, so I'm glad I took it. But other than that, just sit on the sidelines now, waiting. I hope WHLM will spike. I just don't think that's going to happen, though. I would love for it to spike. Same thing with FUBO. I just don't think it's going to happen. ATNF. I'm not confident in ATNF because big picture, I mean, it's not dying yet. We're still trending. Sure, this is a great sign, but yeah, I'm not confident. And I just gotta be patient. So we'll see. Let me sit down. Oh man, what's up, Dave? What's up, Ashraf? What's up, Adrian? Everyone's what y'all talking about? LCLP. What is this going? I wonder why you guys are so excited about this stock. I mean, I don't see what you guys see, but good for you for getting in. I mean, I don't like it at all. I think that's an ugly chart. The volume's not that great. And I mean, in terms of these wicks here, that doesn't look good to me, but I mean, it could still go higher. So hopefully you're going to do well. Hopefully it continues for you. What's up, Money Growth Goals? What's up, Punet, Christopher? Someone was asking me to check out Rice. I was watching Rice earlier. Still, I don't. Let's see. I personally just don't have a play for it. It's definitely interesting though. We got a double bottom here, 1660. Got some volume coming in to squeeze out some people. It's also the green red, which is very interesting, right? That's an interesting setup. I can see what you see there. I was definitely leaning more towards the long bias on Rice because we're blue skies. But we are also up. I can see why you would be long if that's what you're doing. Hatchraf, you missed your entry. Yeah, it happens, dude. You see me whiff today on WHLM. It happens. I think what's important is understanding that, I mean, you're going to miss trades. Even if you nailed the entry like I did, you still sometimes are going to mess up, and I messed up on it. You see this Rise coming up to a resistance area? Like, I'm interested in Rise, don't get me wrong. But I don't have a setup yet, so I'm just going to watch it. Ooh, look at UAL. That actually looks like a really good swing opportunity coming up. Very interesting here. I'd love for that to continue to drop. Is there anything coming out on UAL soon? Let's see if there's any earnings. April 19th. Ah, that is coming out soon. I don't know. That's Monday. We'll see. I do like it though. ATNF is bouncing. So how Rice reacts right here at green red's important to me. I want to watch that very closely. But I'm also watching ATNF. If you short into that pop, good for you. Oh man. Maybe we could finally get a bounce on this one. The problem with this stock right now is, I mean, we're pretty much going to be bouncing from the lows, right? So support right there. The short was when I shorted it right here at 990, but I got stopped out. Just too tight of risk. But at this point, bouncing up from here, I mean, it makes sense. There's support all in that area, so the risk reward isn't really that great. So I'm just watching it. What's up, Fernando? What's up, Christopher? What's up, Harry? What's up, Wong? Evan? I'll be getting the questions once I'm done trading. Right now, I'm just paying attention. And I don't see anything yet, so. Rice is interesting. Are you kidding me? Oh, that stinks. I can't touch ATNF because apparently it's restricted on my broker, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. Still watching Rice. I mean, Rice is interesting because there's a lot of eyes on it. Damn. That's unfortunate. I can't short ANTF. Oh well, hopefully it stays alive. Rice, I just like because I've seen this before. I mean, it's a bullish chart. I mean, we're downtrending here, so that's why I'm not wanting to get in. But this thing has gone red, squeeze, is what I'm thinking could happen. But I'm not sure, so I'm just watching it right now. And so now I just gotta be patient. How often do I get restrictions on Cobra from AshRaf015? Not often. It's like, I think the last time it's happened, it was like 2 months ago. So it doesn't happen all the time. But occasionally it does happen, and that is frustrating. Don't get me wrong. Jesse, JWR, appreciate your work. Appreciate you. Someone asked me, did I wash my hands? Man, I use the restroom so quick. I just go real quick, I'm out. So you're not touching my keyboard, so no big deal for you, man. If you drink as much water as I do, you'll understand that you're going to the bathroom a lot. Speaking of that, let me use the restroom real quick and then I'll get to some questions. All right, so I'm still watching Rice because I kind of like this support area of 17. So we'll see what happens. If we can start to squeeze, that'll be really nice. And it'd be a low risk reward kind of setup. So I'm good with that if that happens. Saya Customs, what's your risk per position? I want to ask you a question. Why is that important for you? So what I want you to understand is you need to pick what your risk is per position, what makes you comfortable. And that's what's important. So like if I'm risking $200 per trade or $1,000 per trade or $10 per trade, whatever that is doesn't really matter to you. What matters is what can you risk that makes you comfortable per trade that you're willing to lose so that way you can stick through your plan and not just get out because you're scared to lose. If you trade that way, you'll find your own consistency. If you try to compare yourself to others, you won't. Jay Verma, how did you get to link with Tim Grattani? Just over time, man. I just connected with him, like on Twitter, talking to him, and then over time we became, I would say, loose friends. I mean, we talk every once in a while on Skype, so there's that. I don't want to overstep and say we're like good friends, but we definitely talk. So I'm gonna try to get in this one real quick, and we'll see. I have a tight risk. I wouldn't want it to break under 17. But I figured if we can get a quick squeeze, that'll be nice, right? We'll see. It could easily fail, but I like this little setup. That squeeze rejected a little bit, which is not good. And we may fail here. Yeah, we're gonna fail. It's all good. So that's pretty much it. I mean, looks like today is gonna be kind of a wash day. NIO did well. WHLM ended up being a break even. Then we had, what was it? Riot that ended up being a break even, pretty much. Then we had Rice, small loss, and I'm done. I mean, I really don't, there's not like great setups. And so because there's not great setups, I'm kind of getting a little loose right now. I can feel it, especially placing that trade. And so I'm going to take a little quick break and answer some questions. ZGZG, I'm new here. What is your entry point? Breaking a previous candle or something else? It all depends, brother. Like sometimes it is a trend break. Sometimes it's a breaking high a day. Sometimes it's buying a dip near key support area. It all depends. Adrian asked me what you've learned in your trading journey, the top one. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm assuming you're asking what is a big lesson I've learned. And that is ignoring everyone else. Ignoring, everyone. And when it comes to trading, it's difficult to do that because, I mean, just like you guys, you want to get opinions of others, and also like live trading is always freaking hard because you have the stress of others. But that was probably the hardest thing. Yeah, Tim is good at StarCraft. I haven't played him yet. I've only played Ducks, but Gratani's supposed to be really good too. I appreciate it, Jay. Harry's saying, when you can notice the stock starts to get weak or just dip. I don't know what you're trying to say, but I'm assuming you're asking when you can notice the difference. No one knows. You just take an attempt, and if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Like, that's just how trading is. Eddie, can you lose more than your initial investment? Absolutely, especially if you're short selling. Absolutely. ZG, thank you. Thank you, too. Appreciate you. I mean, at this point, I'm just sitting back. NIO, let's look at Tesla real quick. So Tesla's squeezing, right? Nicola is dying. NIO, we're starting to, we had a little squeeze, fell. But we have support here at 37. I could see why people are going to go long here. But I don't really have conviction today. I can definitely tell by the way I'm trading. Look at that, ATNF coming all the way back. What a monster. It's just choppy. Asgar Ali, what kind of keyboard do you use? I'll show you, my man. I'll show you. This is the keyboard I'm using right now. If you can do me a favor, guys, we're about 60 likes, 100 plus people in the room. If you can hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. It's an easy way to say thank you. It's an easy way to keep me motivated to continue to do this, because as you can imagine, it's way more stressful trading in front of you than it is trading by myself. But I do it because I want to try to help others and do what I can. Look at this, Riot ended up working. Choppy stock, I shouldn't have just got out. That's a good lesson to stick to your plan. I didn't get stopped out, but I just took it because of this. I didn't like this action. But you know, it's just part of trading. It's Monday. I'm not going to be too hard on myself. In fact, I need to forgive myself because it's not that big of a deal. It's just one day out of the week. But it's a good reminder, like, hey, you know, you were right on NIO. When your conviction is there, take the position. You were right on Riot. Stay in your position. You were right on WHLM. Just understand, because the risk might have been a little too tight, but other than that, you were right there. Like, that's what a lot of traders have problems with. They just go, oh, I was wrong, or I lost money, I'm wrong, I'm upset. And I'm focused on process, right? That's how I've found my own consistency, is because I do have days like this where I get stopped out and then it goes, and I was looking for a bounce, and that's good trading. Like, if I would have chased this down here, and like even down here at 880s, that's bad trading. Even though it went down to 780, another $1 a share, but you're risking $2 a share to make one. That's a negative risk reward. That's just not smart. And so I wanted a bounce, and you guys saw me. I wanted a bounce. I was going to short again confidently, but didn't get it. So it's just part of trading. I think a lot of us have a hard time forgiving ourselves when we have a wash day. Like, oh, I could have been up so much, and I get it. What's up, Risky Biscuits? I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Thank you, Ashraf. Thank you, Caucasian. Thank you, Renald Lee. Thanks, James. Thanks, Sky. Thank all of you. I appreciate all of you. It's interesting. It's a very interesting chart to me. Definitely long bias. It's just a straight up spike though. And there goes Riot. High a day. Good for you, Riot. I'm glad I was on the right track. That's all I can say about that. Amen, cousin of Hermes. I agree. Process is a key. Thank you, Sky. Appreciate you. Jay Martin. I know it's late. I don't trade the first day of the week. Yeah. What's up, Poco Arts? Good artwork, by the way, man. I looked at your drawings. Look pretty sick. That's crazy. Straight up spike fell. Oh, my new computer, dude. My new computer is coming out. It should be. It says they ship it on the 22nd. I paid for overnight shipping, so I'm hoping the 23rd. I cannot wait because this computer, unfortunately, it's good, but it's just jacking up. I can't turn it off. If I turn it off, it takes like 40 resets to turn it on. It's ridiculous. And it's a good computer. You know, it can play games at good levels, everything, do everything. But if I turn it off, it just struggles to turn it on. It makes no sense. I've replaced the RAM. I replaced the GPU. I've replaced the battery and the CPU. You know, I think it's, I don't know what it is, and I'm going to test it out once my new computer comes in. So I'll have two dope computers. One's going to be way better than the other, but they're still going to be dope. So if I have friends over and we want to play video games against each other, we can. Or if we want to trade together, we can. So it'll be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool. This is a good sign, man. Like, I'm really excited that this happened because we're starting to get some action. Like, this is showing me that, hey, things are failing. Things are, you know, gapping and failing. Again, like, this is something that hasn't been around as often. I'm glad to see it. I am glad to see it. Riot's continuing higher. So, remember, you know, I'm glad to see that. It was on the right track there. It was on the right track. I think, Neo. Very conflicting on that one. Selk. Interesting. I'll show you the new computer too, by the way. 1 second. I got I think, what time zone are you in? I'm in Central Time Zone. This is from Tony. I'm in Central Time Zone and I wake up at 5:30 every day. Except weekends. I see. Any computer really works for trading, brother. The only reason I need a high-end computer is because I stream, I game, I trade, I do my business. Like, it's all around video and editing, and so I need a high-end computer. But any brand will do well, man. Like, you don't need anything fancy at all. I'm watching CELC right now. Let's see. It's a 5 million float. So the computer I'm getting, just FYI, which I'm really stoked about. I haven't shared with anybody, so this would be, you guys would be the first people to see that. Where is it at? Is this one right here, which I'm so excited. This is the computer I'm getting. I just can't wait. I cannot wait. Have you tried to reset, update your motherboard driver? It happened to me once until I managed to find motherboard update. What happens is if I reset the computer, the keyboard doesn't light up, the mouse doesn't light up, none of the peripherals ever work. It shows that it comes on. The tower lights up, everything. It just doesn't. Nothing comes on. So I don't know if that would. You think that would solve it? Jay Raymond. I don't know if I'll sell the old one. If you can make me an offer, maybe I'll show you the old one. I'll send you the specs. But I may keep it, man, because I do enjoy having two computers now. Because now I'm thinking, like, what if it happens on my new one and it shits the bed? I need a backup. I have a laptop, but I don't want to trade on the laptop. By the way, I just got a third monitor. It's right here, which is why I'm looking this way to look at chat. And it's helping so much because now I don't have to put chat in front of my screen when I'm trading, which is a huge game changer when it comes to streaming, for sure. I use 3 monitors right now. I just got my third one yesterday. Sam, I don't know why it takes forever, man. I think it's because of the market right now. They say it takes about 3 weeks to build, 3 to 4 weeks. I don't know, but it's taking forever. It's annoying. I ordered this thing. Thank you, Anthony. I ordered this thing, no joke. I think it was like, you can go back in Twitter when I ask questions about builds. That day I ordered one. So I don't know if that was 2 weeks ago or a week ago, but it's been a while. But I'm excited. I post a link. Oh, Jay Raymond, you can't see the link. Sorry, you're on Twitch. How do I comment to Twitch? Let's see. By the way, I'm watching CELC for potential dip buy if we get a nice dip, but haven't got that yet. Excuse me. Can I type in the chat by chance? Jay Raymond on Twitch. Can I type into Twitch chat? I'm new to Twitch, so I don't know if I can. If I can't, walk me through that. I'll send you the link. Norberto, my biggest tip would be don't trade right away. There's tons of free content. Go read some important trading books. I'll show you the books that I recommend that are really good to get started. You need to build a foundation, dude. You definitely need a foundation. Watch free trading resources like the one I'm showing and others too to get a feel of what you like. Yeah, Jay Raymond, go to YouTube. Or actually just type in, I'll just tell you, just type in the website is nzxt.com, in Nancy Zebra X-ray Tom.com, and then go to gaming PCs and then click on the creator PC is the one I'm getting. I'm hoping we get a bigger dip. I really would like a dip on this. I will be going long, and we'll see. My name on Twitch right now is Be The Trader, one word, Be The Trader. What chair, Sam? I don't know. My wife bought me this chair. I think it's a Serta. Yeah, it's a Serta. Let me see if I can tell you exactly now that I looked at it. Yep, it's this one, right? Nope, it's not that one. Hey, thanks for following me, Sir Rock. Dope name too, brother. I think it's one of these. This is the chair I'm using. It's not the exact model, but it's one of these. You can check it out. Johnny, at the end of the day, man, I'm not gonna stay away from the stock just because it rotates. Like, not at all. I don't know where you got that idea from. I think it's as a beginner that's important because you don't know how to trade, so you don't understand what that really means. And I'll trade float rotation all the time, but when you're new, it's definitely something to be aware of and be maybe wary of, because float rotation means erratic movement, like up and down. So you gotta be careful. And because of that, that's why people say just be careful with that. Don't just jump in anything. And I agree with that very much. Thanks, all caps. Appreciate it. Yeah, no worries, Sam. My monitor is, I think it's a 38 widescreen, a 28 144 hertz MSI gaming screen for my gaming, and then a regular 28 inch HP for a vertical. By the way, I'll show you the vertical one I got. It's very, very, very affordable. The gaming computer one, not so much, but the one I just got, very affordable. If you're interested in doing a screen that's like vertical, which I was for this one, you don't have to buy a stand for it. It automatically does it for you, which is so sick. It's this one right here. Like, you can turn it whichever way you want, which is so awesome. Because my current setup, I had to buy a mount to mount both my monitors, which was a pain in the ass. So one thing that's really interesting right now to me. Thanks so much for the follow, people. Appreciate that, Jesse. Appreciate it. If you like Twitch, guys, make sure to follow me on Twitch. I am gonna start gaming too, and been playing StarCraft 2 for like a month, and I went from bronze to plat, which is pretty wild. I'm pretty proud of that. And I'm working on trying to get to masters. We'll see. This is a very interesting setup because everyone's short. Yep, there it goes. Very interesting setup. I'm watching both Selk and AT&F. Those are my long bias setups right now. I like them both. However, I think this one's a little bit harder to catch. No problem, ZG. I appreciate you being here. I don't have a video on the new PC, but maybe I'll make one. Maybe I'll make a dope one, right? Showing the new PC, the new monitors, my new setup, and just explaining, you know. I mean, you don't need that type of PC though. Like, that's the problem. Like, I don't want people to think, oh, I need a high-end PC to trade. You can use a laptop. I can't give you any recommendations, Zadik, because I don't scalp. and I don't ever trade big spread scalping, and that also sounds very dangerous. Big spread scalping sounds very bad to me. Most scalpers I know that do scalp spreads are tight, so I'm surprised you asked that question. So I'd be careful about doing that. I haven't watched Death Note yet. Not yet, not yet. I'm still waiting for CELC, by the way, guys, if you're wondering why I'm staring at this chart. I'm hoping we get a dip. I'm still hoping we get a dip. I am still hoping we get a dip. If we don't get the dip, then I don't get in and just squeezes, and that's just what happens. That sucks. Damn. It's probably gonna go without me. I haven't watched Death Note yet. Ronald Lee, waiting for confirmation as you talk. Good shit, man. I'm glad. What do you think of SOS? It's swinging wild. I don't know. I haven't looked at it today. It looks weak. Looks like we're gonna break this 520 area. Did you hear that? I heard something. So definitely not long, especially after this squeezed out all the remaining shorts, it looks like, and now we can start to continue downwards. But we got support all here, so that's why I wouldn't touch it personally, because the risk reward is not that great. Anthony, are you asking about CELC? Yeah, I love a dip to like 2350 area. Would be ideal. Like that would be ideal, but I just don't know if it's gonna happen. If it doesn't happen, then I don't get in. ITNF I'm a little iffy about because it's a very sharp uptrend. Because of that, I'm not just going to jump in this. I think we'll break this and consolidate. We'll see. I don't think we're going to die, but it's very interesting. I don't like that when we broke high a day, we had no squeeze, so that's not good. Like I could see it pull back pretty harshly. Oh, and then it does it as soon as I say that. How funny is that? Because you have all these people panicking that we didn't get a squeeze, so now shorts are going to attack it. And why am I not shorting it? Because it's restricted. Or else I would be shorting it, but I can't. It sucks. It's just part of trading. Still restricted. Oh well. That happens. I'm still interested in CELC though. Hopefully we can get a dip. If we can, I'll be getting in. Jason, awesome channel. Found you a few weeks ago looking for meaningful resources on technical analysis. Not in a rush to trade, but need to learn charts so I can trade in the future. Thanks, man. I appreciate you, brother. Stand by. I gotta answer this call. Hold on, guys. I'm on a quick phone call. Hey guys, I'm still on this phone call. Just give me a second. All right, guys. Sorry about that. We have an episode coming out today with Mariana Trades. I think it's a Tim Sykes student who crossed $1 million in like 2 years. Her boyfriend is Jack Kellogg. She interviewed on the show, and it'll be coming live today in about 43 minutes. So I was just giving up with a title just now and thumbnails with my team just to make sure everything looked good. So I appreciate the patience. Seems like a lot of people lost patience. But hey, if you lose patience, then you lose patience. It is what it is. It looks like we're not getting that dip that I wanted on Selk. Instead, we're getting a little chop right now. It's probably going to be a no added here. I would love a good dip, but I'm not sure we're going to get that. ATNF is definitely a short, but like I said, I can't short it because it's restricted, which is unfortunate. Look at this, spiked out of nowhere. I'm just going to stick with what I'm looking at, and I'm going to wait for this to set up. I'm hoping we can nice set up at the same time. I mean, at this time now, like the way it's acting, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little iffy. Because I was hoping we just like dip, earlier, like around here. Instead, we popped, consolidate, and then pop. If we come down, I don't know if I'd be comfortable with that. So maybe a no trade, we'll see. Ace Inc. That's 100% incorrect. He goes, a lot of your interviews are all psych students. Not at all. They're all over. Oh, man. Sam, I don't use any scanners. I just use big percent gainers and losers. That's it. Oh man, that was a little great short right there. Well, phone calls will do that to you. You miss it. It's all good. It is all good. It is all good. Mondays are my busiest days. A little consolidation at Alibaba, trending down, breaking this descending triangle. Fubo never gave us that bounce I was looking for. Rice is continuing the downtrend. And the only one I was interested in didn't give me that dip I was looking for, which means I'm not going to touch it. Because this right here, a dip and then consolidation. I don't know about that. Not feeling too good about it. Today trading's been blah. This month trading has been kind of slow for me. It's decent, like I'm still doing well, but it's just not doing. It's just choppy. This whole month, you'll notice on Twitter a lot of people are complaining. It's slow. It's different. People are taking vacations. It's because the market's just different right now. Oh man. Jay Raymond says on Twitch, I do better in these months, probably because I don't see everyone killing it. Yeah, because it gets in your head. I understand that. That's why I block everyone who just posts P&L, because it's pointless. Abe, shorts are getting really comfortable as of late. I feel like a supernova is right around the corner. That's highly possible, Abe. When things slow down, you'll see that shorts. I wouldn't say things have been just dying. I don't think shorts are getting comfortable because I think it's been not a great market. However, I do think that when things are slow, when things aren't working out, that you'll have a stock like ATNF. Like if ATNF holds up and then squeezes tomorrow, which would be amazing. You have a stock that's run up like 4 or 5 days. That's the one that everyone's going to be like ready to short. Like people are shorting it like crazy because it's been up for 3 days. And those are the times where people get squeezed because there's nothing else to trade. So today for me, I think is going to be a wash day for me. And it's a good lesson. I mean, you saw me today take trades that I got out before my stop was hit. That is something I normally do not do like 90% of the time, but it does happen. And obviously it happened today, which cost me, right? Which made me take unnecessary losses. So it's part of trading. But what I need to do right now is say, you know what, Alex, not a big deal. It's okay. It's Monday. You got to warm up. Tomorrow will be better. That's really much all you can do. Take care, Ashraf. Yes, Adrian, you can short OTCs with Cobra. I'm still interested in CELC. I'm just not. I'm still long biased. I just don't know where yet. Joanna asked, do I trade an hour before the market close? Sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes. Oh, man. I'm just waiting to see what happens here. I'm long biased still. I don't like this sharp, but volume's drying up because we're getting midday. It happens. I don't know. It could be. Someone was asking me, Juju says, you think 2430 is a higher low? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we have another leg down, to be honest, but it could be. And we definitely have this area here. You see that? So it definitely could be. You could make a case to start in, but I'd want to see something else. Like, I just don't feel good about it yet. So I'm going to take a swing entry position on UAL because I like the setup right now. I'm going to wait just a partial position to see how it acts because it could easily melt through. But I like that it's coming down to a key area. I swing on my phone because it's just easy. You don't have to be in a rush. CELC starting to bounce. Thoughts on Coinbase Wednesday? Nothing yet. I'll wait till the market opens and then I'll look at it. Like whenever you can look at the stock, evaluate it. I don't want to predict because that's just not what I do. I don't predict. Charlie, the upper left-hand corner needs to be more legible. Can't do anything about that, brother. This is Thinkorswim. I can't increase the size of this. It just is what it is. But this is CELC. I keep saying it over and over. So, also, I mean, I'm telling you. Yeah, Juju. Yep, 52 is a key area. Rumi, would you want to work at prop firm like S&B Capital? I don't know. I really don't know. It's unfortunate if this keeps going. I am long biased, but not. I don't want to buy up here. If I buy up here, this is a chase, which means I have to get in like a smaller position. There it goes. It's gonna go without me. Oh well. Do you think PT could get an SSR bounce here off support? I don't know. Let's see. I mean, it's possible. We have support here, right? So it's easily possible. I don't like this setup myself, but I could see, I mean, the range sucks. It's not much like range. So, but I see what you see for sure. So it looks like I'm gonna miss this one. No problem, Evan. Appreciate you. Someone asked me any tips for making profitable trades on red days. Do you mean red days as in the stock is red? Is that what you mean? What's up, Nazrul Nazrin? Nicholas, CELC looks higher. It does look higher, right? That's funny. As it goes higher. Ideally, I wanted the 2350s as we were talking about earlier. Now I want 2450s, 55 area. But, you know, I may never get it, so it is what it is. If you missed that earlier, because Juju's asking that question, where did I want to get in? Go whenever this republishes, you can go back and watch the beginning, and I was talking about the levels I was looking at to get in. Not yet, Abe. We're talking about that earlier today. I haven't got it yet. 22nd or 23rd, somewhere around there. Excited, though. I'm excited. It's a really washed day. I don't know anything about this boxing match. But real boxing would be dope. Oh man, it's a slow day for me. How is everyone else out there? Everyone's watching. How's your trading going? Is it slow for you? Is it pretty normal? Are you following your process? Are you sticking to your rules? Like, how's it going? Logan, I don't care if it's a red day in terms of the chart or the market. There's still trades. Like, it's just sometimes you miss them. Like, I bought Riot today and messed it up. It all depends. Like, it doesn't matter if the market's red. If there's a setup there, you can still take it. So it doesn't matter to me if it's market's green or red. I'll short on red days or on green days. I'll long on red days or on green days. Like, that doesn't matter to me too much. It's more so of the chart. It is like watching paint dry for sure, SKG. Yeah, tune in lifestyle, money, and happiness. I agree. Good job, David. Hope you did well, brother. Slow day, Gage. I understand. Williamson, like a turtle. Yep. For me, of course. Yeah. Good job, Rumi. I'm glad you did well today. Good job, Themo. Good job, man. Nice little catch there. It's been slow. Yeah, Rumi, sideways market's probably the worst, for sure. Swap Hill, how do you grow your patience? Like this. You see how I'm not placing trades, I'm sitting here waiting for this to dip. You gotta force it. That's all you gotta do. And then you know what's the worst part? Is you force it, it comes to your price, you get in, it doesn't work. It happens all the time. But that's trading. Like, trading, you gotta understand, we are taking a profession that we're supposed to lose, right? Like, you're gonna lose every day. And you're gonna win. But the object is... Excuse me. The object is to lose less than you win, obviously, right? So, it's risk management. That's why it's so important. So, like, even though I've taken a couple of losses, or actually maybe one loss, break-evens, small gains, like, at the end of the day, it's a wash day to me. Like, I have no idea if I'm up or down. I have a feeling I'm break-even. Because to me, if I'm plus or minus less than 1R, then I'm break-even. What's up, Tyson? Tyson, is it slow for you, man? It's super slow for me, dude. Thanks, Jonathan. Bless you too, man. I'm getting kind of hungry, man. I want some breakfast. Especially when we work out today. Justin, I'm having a terrible month. 11 losing trades in a row. I need to sit on my hands and regroup. That could be frustrating, man. I understand that. You just want to sit on your hands, man, and just take your time. Downsize. You should definitely downsize. Jay Raymond, yeah, man. Good job on managing your losses, bro. Good job. 4 losers, 1 win, and you're doing well. Good, man. Good shit. Good job, Tyson. Good shit, man. Yeah, Gage, it is slow moving. It could really be frustrating. I'm in Dallas. Poco, I'm doing really bad for the month too, losing my confidence really, but I have to keep trying. Sorry to hear that, man. The month's been fine for me. It's just slow. That's all. Still watching CELC. Like, God, this is like watching paint dry. Look how slow it's moving. I'm hoping we get a little drop. We'll see. Even then, I don't even know what... I mean, we'll see. I'm still long bias, for sure. But, I don't know. Tyson, you're short Tesla, huh? Let's see. Let's look at Tesla. Hopefully you're doing well, my man. It looks pretty nice. Looks like if we break that 695, you'll be in the monies. Murad, what's your strategy here? My strategy is this. Sit on my hands, wait for the opportunities, then attack. Let's keep pushing, Vince. I agree. You know, one thing that looks interesting right now is I don't know. It looks like it's gonna squeeze. David K, what's your favorite video interview you made? I don't know, man. It was really fun to do the one with Dux, Gritani, and Matt. That was really fun. When it was all three of them together, that was pretty cool. J215 wants me to check out EVLO. I don't like it personally. Nah, Abe, I haven't played games with my wife. She's not really into computer games. Trade Zone, in your view, who are the top day traders nowadays? I don't know. There's so much. I don't know. Unless you can actually sit with them, see their bankroll, see all that, like you don't know. Like none of us know. Like, and even at that, like that doesn't even matter. What matters? What I just said was just bullshit too. Like what matters is do they trade well? Do they execute well? Like that's what matters. And unless you can see everything they trade, you don't know, right? So I have no clue. Thanks, Beluga. I appreciate you. That was a fun interview. Oh, this looks like it's gonna go without me. PRTK JR wants me to look at that. I can already tell you I do not like it. Anything that has a chart that looks like this, see this right here, this little gap, spaces, are just garbage to me. I just do not like them. Because there's just no volume there. No volume means no movement, and also means erratic. So this right here, you might be wondering, why am I not going long? Well, this isn't good price action to me. Like, we had an attempt to go right here, and then we failed. Like, that to me is a bad sign. So even though I'm long bias, I don't like that. Like, that is a scary sign to me. The way it got here, I don't really like. So even though, I mean, I would have bought this one if we had another dip, which we didn't get it, but this kind of a dip, after trying to break highs, not so much. Not so much. It's more of like a short kind of setup here. So I probably won't be placing any trades. And the reason I'm not shorting this is because I see the long setup. When I get conflicting things, I'm not just gonna jump in, because then I won't be comfortable, and then I'll just like get my own, I'll chop my own self out of it. Because I see a reason to go long, but I also see a reason why I shouldn't go long right now. And it could easily recover, but I don't like this sign. And you can look on the 5 minute, it's a big 5 minute rejection. Pretty much the biggest one we've had. It's not a good sign to me. Not at all. CD-ROM, welcome back, man. Good to see you. Trading's been kind of a blah day for me. Nothing too good. Learner and Trade Like Mike's going through a rough patch. I believe it. It's just a tough market right now. Beluga, big fail, volume 2. Yep, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm not too sure. Stand by. I need to take a bathroom break. By the way, everyone, I appreciate you being here. If you can do me a solid, hit that like button. I appreciate that. If you enjoy live trading and want to help me out, share the show with someone else. If you haven't hit subscribe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you're notified when we go live again, which I just do when I want to, and I've been doing quite often. Ask chat, who's been here before, they know I go live a lot more now, and it inspires me when you guys give good feedback, when you subscribe, when you like, when you share the show, when you hit the bell. Anything like that is really helpful to me to help me grow. What I would say, if you want to go above and beyond that, just know you have an option to hit that little join button on the YouTube channel, and you can make a small pledge donation to the show, which is very much appreciated. But if you don't want to do that, no big deal. You can always just share the show with someone else, because the whole goal here is to give back and help others and help inspire people to change the trading community for the better. So I'm hoping I can do that for you here. I'm hoping you can do the same when you find your consistency, that you help others find theirs. And but yeah, so I hope you're enjoying this. By the way, not every day, but every Monday and Wednesday at 12 market time, we release an episode of either me interviewing a successful trader, which will be going live today in about 12 minutes. We'll have an episode of me interviewing Mariana Trader. She is a millionaire trader who just crossed $1 million, I think, within 2 years. She's killing it, does really well, and a lot of good insight from her too when I interviewed her. That'll be going live today, so stay tuned for that. And but like I said, every Monday and Wednesday there's an episode that goes live at noon. Thanks, Darson. Appreciate the love, man. I disagree. Okay, so Harry, I think people are saying the commission will kill you. Who gives two craps? Like, you're not trying to make money right now. If you have a small account, your focus shouldn't be to make money. Everyone who says don't trade, don't waste your time because you're not going to make money, like, forget them. Because they're in the wrong mindset too. They want to make money, right? I think what you should do is downsize. Trade, risk $1. Risk, if you're wrong, you lose $1. If you're right, you make $2, $3, $4, right? It doesn't matter what you make. Don't worry about net. Focus on gross. Because when you're trying to get consistency, that's all that matters. Because over time, when you get confident and your gross continues to grow and your size continues to grow, then eventually you'll start netting gains. But you'll be focused on process. So I think you're doing the right thing by trading really small, where you're not really caring about commissions, and you just trade to trade and learn. That's what you need to be focused on, and I think you should do that. Again, that's my opinion. Someone could say I'm wrong. That's cool. But I think someone else is wrong who thinks that you should be focused on making money right now with a small account. Like, that's completely wrong to me. But that's my opinion. So earlier, someone was asking me about low floats and why you gotta be careful with that. Well, I think a good example is ATNF, right? ATNF is a low float, 3 million shares. I think it's already traded 23 million. So it's already rotated its float ridiculous amount of times, right? And why do you think it's erratic? Spikes, crack, spikes, crack. It's very erratic, which means you can make money both sides, but you got to be aware of that. And as a new trader, it could be super frustrating. So that's why people say stay away from that. But it doesn't mean it's not tradable. So just know that. So this is a low float, 3 million. It's already traded 23 million. which means it's rotating its float too many damn times. So you got to be careful. It's not surprising that we're just keep on doing this. It's not surprising at all. Selk is, looks like it's rolling over a little bit. Thanks, Hari. I appreciate it. Okay, Tyson. Tyson, I want you to... What are you doing? Nice, dude. It's continuing downwards. Good job, man. Yours is interesting. We have tons of support. We're holding. We'll see what happens here. But obviously, we have tons of resistance, too. This is a conflicting trade to me, so I won't be touching it. But I'm like watching it. Because look at this. Boom, boom. Tons of support. So it's a good example of like, you don't know what's going to happen. If you buy here, sure you have support here, right? But you have resistance here and a ton in here. So risk rewards, okay. But if you short here, it's terrible, right? If you short, you have support here, it's just bad. Look at all this support. Support. I mean, I just don't know. I personally don't know what's going to happen on this one. So I'm just watching it. It's cool to watch. Not a lot of clear plays for me. Yeah, Jay Raymond says you could short ATNF using high a day. You could. You could definitely build a case for that. I have a feeling this thing's not dead yet. I have a feeling it's not dead yet. Harry, like Hari. Me. Okay, it's Harry. Gotcha. Yeah, Tesla, good job. Good job, Tyson. Good job, my man. Good job. KJ asked me, do I think the market's due for a pullback? I mean, I'm not going to guess. I don't know. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, no one knows. No one knows anything about that. It's just tons of guessers. Gage, you could be right, man. He thinks ears is going to fade if it breaks. I mean, it could. To me, ears just doesn't have range. So I'm not going to touch it. And it's midday, so they're choppy. So I'm just not going to touch it. But it could. Adrian, I don't have a favorite setup and pattern. And why don't I? Because I don't trade just thinking of setups and patterns. I trade based on price action and my trends and support and resistance. So that's why. I am starving. I really don't have any plans to trade anything else the rest of the day. There's just nothing for me. What? What is this? So like when I'm bored, like I am right now, my mind's starting to be like, ooh, should I buy ears for a potential squeezer because it's not breaking down and we're actually trending up, and then we kind of had a little break, but we recovered, so shorts are trapped because everyone's shorting this, and we have tons of support. But this doesn't really look good to me because look at big picture. It's terrible. Sure, it may work, but that's where I've learned, and I'm talking it out loud so I don't do it, is where I've learned like, nah, like don't place a trade because this is not, I'm not comfortable with that. There's too many conflicting indications, so leave it alone. Because even if it works, it could be a bad lesson, and if it doesn't work, it could just be like, I shouldn't have done it. So just stay away. A lot easier said than done, but when you're new, it's super important to stay away. Oh, snap. So good news, everyone. Brand new episode just went live. Do me a favor, click on that link I just posted. If you're watching on Twitch, go to the YouTube channel, check out the brand new episode with Mariana Trades. A very good trader. She made $1 million within 2 years of trading, which is dumb. I couldn't believe it. But really good story. She shares some really good insight. I think you guys would get some good value from it. Let me make sure. Hey, that's a very good point. Les Sonnet trying to I guess stump me here. He says, Alex, you're flashing P&L on all your interviews. That's not really true, because what I've learned, and it's true too at the same time. So I agree with you. I think it's the thumbnails that you're talking about and the titles. If you go back to my old interviews, go back and look at them. No one watched them because, unfortunately, degenerates and people who want to get rich quick, they need to see that. But if you click on any of my videos and you know what I'm about, that I'm not about that. So my message is clear. The video, I need to get you to click to understand the message and change your mindset, because you were probably someone who thought about P&L all the time, and you probably maybe still do. Maybe you don't because you're trying to call me out, which is totally cool, because you guys are going to keep me in line with my, how I want to be. So I appreciate it, but I want you to know that if you look at my old videos, I didn't do that and we got no views, and I had good content. But now that we're getting more views, you got to understand what grabs attention. And unfortunately, that grabs attention, but the message is not that. And you know that. So that's the answer to that. JK, I disagree with you 100%, brother. If you have a stop area that you're supposed to stop out at because it was part of your plan and you hold against it, that is the wrong thing to do in trading, period. Without a doubt. That's the recipe for disaster, period. So I just highly disagree, but doesn't mean you do what you want, but I know for everyone I've ever talked to, everyone I've ever interviewed, my own trading, if you hold against your plan, you are no longer trading, you are gambling. The process is create a plan first before you enter and then stick to the plan. So if you decide to not cut your loss and when it hits your stop, then you broke the process. You're no longer sticking to the process. You can't really preach trust the process because now you're just making it up as you go. Hey, Mia Lee, what's up, son? You even got my P&L wrong. People watch my interview. Yeah, I did get yours wrong. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? You doing good? Oh, man. I haven't forgot about you, Mia. I'm gonna come out and visit you soon, man. I've just been. We're actually sold our. It's under contract. Our house. The new one's still being built. So once that's all done, and we feel good, you know, I'll be coming by. Yeah, man. I'm the same. I'm done trading. There's nothing else. Everything's slow. Everyone's different. You know this, but for me, it's been slow. So it's pretty much not much happening for me at all, and I'm pretty bored. So appreciate you checking it out. Oh man. Mia, do you go golfing on slow days? Do you play video games? What do you do? Do you just sit there and watch the market? What do you do? By the way, everyone, if you don't know who Mia Lee is, he's in the chat right now. He's a great trader. He's been on my show in the past and phenomenal trader. You should definitely check out his interview as well when you get some time. I'll have to find it and link it for you guys so that way you can have it. Where is it at? Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah. I completely... That's so funny. I lowballed you completely. How funny is that? This is Mia Lee's interview. He's been on the show. Really good trader. You definitely check him out. Poco, for swinging, I have so many charts, a watch list of just all these tickers that I look at like every other day. And over time, I'm like, okay, I would like to get in here and put alerts on. That's it. So I'm just looking at the same tickers every other day. It's like 20 tickers. It's not a lot. And then I just kind of get familiar with it. That's pretty much how I found it. It's always been on my radar. Cool, Mia. Well, Mia, do you if you play games, man, hit me up. We'll play some PC games together. I love gaming. All right, guys. Well, I'm starving. Do me a favor. Check out the video that just went live with Mariana Trades. Definitely watch that video. Do me a solid. Share with someone. Hit the thumbs up. Play it, watch it, share it, like it, subscribe, all of that. It helps me out a lot. I appreciate it.